Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting Propagandacast from your host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda, hero of sight, defender of the fatherland, offer you to a 1v1 on... You guess it is the road to Tunis. We're back to North Africa, Tunisia to be specific. In the west stands Alpenwell fighting for the German army, Deutschland. Here with the 21st Panzer Division. Straight into the classic double back opening as we know it now. In the east stands Sir John Harrington fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth here with the 6th Armoured Division, 2nd Company. Straight into an infantry section start, we got armoured support here for Alpenwell, which of course synergizes quite well with having a lot of light vehicles. Panzer Pioneer rushing northwards, 2nd Panzer Pioneer squad on the way here for Alpenwell. This is bikes raised out there. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for continued and general support with the Propagandacast. Helps keep bankrolling all these wonderful episodes. And a big hearty thanks to you for commenting, liking my videos, supplementing with the YouTube algorithms, which otherwise would like to drag me, well, somewhere not very nice. So, we're off here. Sections moving forward there. Lee Enfield rifles at the ready. The classic Mark IV. Got the bike there rushing back towards the victory point. In fact, he's going right past it. Second bike heading southwards here. No dingers here for Sir John Harrington right off the bat, which has been very popular, and obviously versus a bike-heavy opening. The dingo is certainly a great way to make those bike be dingons. So, Panzer Pioneer moving forward here. Cartridge heading southwards here for Alpenwell. We got the light support company up here. Panzer Pioneer, they basically got a bit of sandbags there, of course, creating a holdout there for them in case of anyone trying anything cheeky. Of course, it is worth noting, around these buildings kind of provide a bonus against cover, so it doesn't really matter too much. They have a bit of height cover there, so a lot of the time it can be a bit questionable if you really want to do that, but obviously, not saying you shouldn't at all, but just something to keep in mind. And there you go, we do get the dingo on the way there for Sir John Harrington and the British Empire. The British Army were probably one of the armies to operate the largest number of armoured cars besides the Germans, would of course also operate a large number of captured armoured cars, but the British certainly operated quite a few. Northwards there. From Northern Field with the section here. Got that dingo raising ahead here. We got assault grenadiers there for Alpenwell, the Sturmgrenadiere. Of course equipped with 5 MP40s, nothing in a sense directly organised, like, on paper, but sort of more like, a typical thing that happened with frontline commanders, forming up assault teams with MP40s and a arseload of grenades. Fun fact. Panzer Pioneer is the dingo there. Bikes being forced back by the sappers there. They are trying their best now, of course, focusing on the dingo instead, as that is a bit more of a annoying threat here, which obviously want to get pushed out. Assault guns on the way here. Sappers flanking the bikes here. Fierce fighting meanwhile up north, of course, as he's keeping a fat chunk here of Alpenwell's force occupied with just 2 units. He's heading northwards and grabbing the rest of the map with other 2 units. Sappers here, though, might have pushed too far here, taking too much damage from the bikes, and we got the Panzer Pioneer laying down here far there with the Kar-92 capable action rifles. Almost got them here. Panzer Pioneer on health. Flamethrowers down the way. And there we go. We got the superior fire drills. Almost got the dingo here. High trailing out there. Engine burning. It's going to be easy to see where that one's going. Not north here. Assault guns being forced with MP40s. The machine pistol in 40. There's a fun fact. There's actually photos of German troops in Tunisia equipped with the Soviet PT-641. Bet you didn't know that. Yeah. Certainly highlights how the PP-41 just got captured in large numbers and just how it became, shall I say, rather prevalent amongst German Eastern Front veterans. Even in the center of the front lines, they were quite fond of it. Assault grenadiers falling back here, section up with the Lee Enfields. Assault grenadiers still low on health, getting focused down by 2 sections. We do have the double bikes here, ready to provide fire support here, have more, range distance here for the assault grenadiers, but they're taking heavy loss there. Rudolf and Ruprecht down there already. We'll probably have to fall back here soon. We got the Panzerjägers out, and we do get Indian artillery out for Sir John Harrington, with, of course, the Pheasant truck there hauling a heavy mortar, manned by a few plucky Indians, and, of course, we do have the Pilton trundler truck. And, of course, the Indians did see a fair amount of usage in both North Africa and in Italy, but they typically tend to get glossed over by most games and movies and, well, historians, too. So, that's a bit of a shame. But anyway, rushing forwards here. Dingo rushing in straight past the Panzerjägers. Good hits in there. Pilton truck, of course, unleashing hell there. Bikes heavily damaged. Panzer Pioneer, they're being ripped apart here as well. Panzerjägers bring up. Pilton truck, they're withdrawing here. Panzer Pioneer supporting. Ripping into the base here. Really aggressive place here by Sir John Harrington. Of course, at this point, we are very much aware that he's a very aggressive player, and certainly at times also very avant-garde. In this case, this is certainly a bit more conventional. But obviously, still eminently aggressive, which I think is basically sort of like, you know, what works for him, being aggressive. Which is certainly one of those advantages CoH3 has over CoH2. Aggressive play is much more doable. Okay, here we definitely get things going a bit off the rails, and something I have yet to actually see, surprisingly enough, is actually a player going for 2 heavy mortars like this and then double Poltron trucks. I've actually yet to see that in so far over a year of covering CoH3. That is a brutally aggressive strategy there, in a way, but also in a way not recklessly, because we just cover most of the map from inside of his base in a sense there. Close to his base. We do get knocked out here, and certainly that is probably the current like weakness of this thing. He's going to be having to rely heavily on the anti-tank rifle to stop, you know, the armored cars here, which are always trying to deal with the Poltron trucks and then the heavy mortars. And once those Poltron trucks are gone, so the anti-tank sections will be very exposed to the assault troops under Alpenwell's command here. So things are about to get a bit intriguing. Achterrad there, or schwerer Panzerspähwagen. We got here Sir John Harrington waiting up a bit here. Clearly waiting his opponent's first move, rather than just diving in there. Fixing up the Dingo as well. Bikes are racing northwards. Both veterans won, by the way, so of course that means both can deliver tracer fire. We got the platoon command post going out there for Sir John Harrington. Surprisingly, he's just not doing anything, though. I mean, obviously going to get, like, you know, maybe want to make the first move, but even this feels just a bit too passive for my taste. It could be like laying down mines around here, sandbags, barbed wire. Panzer's out here. So again, he's definitely needing hard to just deal with these Poltron trucks and the Dingo. Of course, he's not aware yet his opponent's actually going for, like, you know, a second set of them. Poltron trucks pushing northwards here. Achard there, the Panzer Pioneer supporting the anti-tank section in there. Go diving in more aggressively, going for the bikes here. Heavy autocannon fire there. Achterrad there's going to dive after them, need support from the Panzergers, and they're going engaging them, turning around their anti-aircraft guns, firing at the Achterrad. Their shots are ripping through each other here. Massive holes being punched through paper-thin armor here. Achterrad's about to get countered here by the double Poltron truck. Yes, it happened. Definitely first time anyone has ever seen that. And there we go. First Poltron truck down. Assault gun is about to go get knocked out here. Veterans one using suppressive fire here, but failed to follow up here. Gets a bit stuck there. Great fortune there for Sir John Harrington. Panzer Pioneer pushed out of there. Needs healing though for them. They are exceedingly unhealthy. Of course, it does leave his heavy mortars exposed here, of course, right now, with the Achterrad, well, being nothing but a burning wreckage. It's going to be tough to deal with. Oh, and he lost the Panzer Pioneer. Definitely a bit of a step there by Alpenwell, which, of course, Sir John Harrington has been more than happy to exploit. Almost got the second Poltron truck, but there you go. Heavy mortar fire and suppressor fire there. Halts the Panzergers. Prevent them from following up here. There you go. Got it. But he also lost one with his bikes here. Alpenwell, they're definitely displaying some, I think, anger and frustration here with Sir John Harrington's current strategy here. Got the 250 after they're being pushed back, heavily damaged. Almost got the northern field point. We still got the Suhay mortar just blasting away. Another outlet here for Alpenwell. Not too surprised. Honestly, at this point, a part of me might think it might be better just going for Flampanzer 3, but that's besides the point. Infantry training here on the way for Sir John Harrington. Rushing for that flamethrower here, both sides, but the assault guns get to its first here. And there you go, heavy mortars being pushed further ahead here. Feels a bit risky, and there goes Sam's about to get wiped out here. So John Harrington definitely plays cards a bit too recklessly here, and now might even see the heavy mortars in trouble. Do get a Dingo moving, and the Panzer Pioneers are still exceedingly low on health. I am still amazed he's not trying to heal them up here. You should definitely actually, you know, in this case, do a bit of efficient play. Get the 250 tractor back at base, get a repair while he's then healing up the Panzer Pioneer, you know. Double dip, if you will. Both heavy mortars are able to get away fairly fast. It's obviously moving forward, see. Oh, that's the 250 moving in again, despite being heavily damaged. I mean, not entirely sure again what's to go. There he gets the Dingo. Almost got one of the heavy mortars. I feel like, again, Alpenwell here is making a series of overly aggressive decisions. To an extent, I get why, but to an extent, they also feel reckless. Like, he's really playing fast and loose here. But there you go. Heavy mortar there can be destroyed, and that's going to really leave Sir John Harrington in a terrible spot. Like, he's now lost all of his light vehicles. He's lost one heavy mortar here. He's close to losing his second heavy mortar here as well. And of course, you might be asking, shouldn't he try to grab this back? He could try it, particularly with the 250 half-track there, but that said, there's a lot of risks involved here. And the bigger question, of course, is, does he want to risk his opponent getting back that heavy mortar? I think that's the bigger question there, and that's, I think, sensibly no. We've got Gurkhas out here with their Bren gun upgrade on the way. Yeah, he needs to repair his stuff and also needs to heal up those Panzer Pioneer. There we go. Using it for healing another Artrat here. Will certainly make things a bit tougher. If you do get Stoots briefly prepared here, but looks like Sir John Harrington has other ideas, though he may regret that soon. So they got the 6 Panzer here. So yeah, just roughly the first 10 minutes really saw some big swings here and some pretty wild developments. Like, again, I really don't recall seeing like double heavy mortars like this, but here we are, double potent trucks. That's it, that's the DAK. Obviously, double heavy mortars do have that slight weaknesses. Your opponent's going to be much more aggressive and mobile, so had this been a Wehrmacht player with a lot of machine guns, double heavy mortar I think would have made a lot more sense, but versus the DAK, unless he's going hard on machine guns and, like, you know, leichtes Infanteriegeschütz accents, there is the question if that was really necessary. There we go, still one heavy mortar in service of the British Empire here. Panzerjägers there falling back. Arctards, of course, need repairs. Got Panzer Storm. And we got the 6 Pounder gun here ready for Sir John Harrington, the 6th Armoured Division, with another 6 Pounder gun on the way here.
Ammunitions point is being taken from us. Now don't do it again.
There you go, pushing forwards again there. Big 2 punch once, we've got a small lead here. Falcon Willow, Sir John Harrington diving in here with the Arctards, the Assault Gunners, and the Panzer Pioneer. Hey, Morty here standing about. First Arctard down. Great kill here, of course, for the British, but there's a section that's close to being wiped out. He, of course, yeah, the heavy mortar's definitely going to go down. Almost got this section here, but the anti-tank's position pretty much makes it too risky unless you want to throw away the Arctard, and I think that would be even worse if you want to just get rid of the anti-tank gun, which would be humongously devastating here for Sir John Harrington. Now there's the heavy mortar and the anti-tank. He's destroying it again. The question is of can he get it out of there? Just like would he better destroy? In this case, again, it's the very simple answer of destroy it rather than risk it falling into the enemy hands. There you go. So John Harrington, he has again taken immense losses. Gurkha's pushing forwards here. He's down to just one anti-tank and 2 sections, and the Gurkhas, of course, they do have training for the infantry. Arctard down. Again, he is really aggressive, and again, at times reckless is so, but other times it does allow him just to leverage a few more advantages here and there, because clearly Alpenwell is not quite ready for this. This does mean, again, Sir John Harrington can, like, you know, sneak in and, like, you know, get those hits in. So in the end, like, you know, while Alpenwell had an advantage against John Harrington's really hyper-aggressive tactics, does help him, like, shall say, somewhat cut them down. Another Arctard here for Alpenwell, of course, at this stage, it might be, again, worthwhile considering just taking up, or at least going for something like a Flammenpanzer 3, or even going for, you know, the Stug Ds at least, rather than just turning up more Arctards, because the current strategy here that Sir John Harrington is enacting now with a mix of anti-tank rather than anti-tank guns does mean, particularly the way that Alpenwell is using his Arctards, like, he's primarily just using them like tanks. Like, he's using them effectively like he would Stugs, except they're less armored. Like, if you're going to use them like assault guns, then I would strongly recommend you get actual assault guns. Otherwise, you know, you should use them to, like, you know, flank and you hit sides. So, like, just use them to, like, hold back behind the infantry and, again, get used like assault guns. Okay, we're going for Martyrs here, anticipating armor. Theoretically not bad, but it also means he's got really nothing to significantly threaten the Gurkha, so I feel like Alpenwell here might actually be slightly panicking in the face of Sir John Harrington's aggressive tactics and strategies. And again, that only highlights what these kind of things can actually cause to a player. Like, they might start, like, you know, questioning what's going on, and starts like, you know, make some pretty, at times, odd decisions, because again, like, you know, they're not entirely sure what they're going on, so in the sense, they start relying on, like, you know, well, what would any other normal player do? And sometimes that can work out, but sometimes, you know, it just causes them to, like, you know, significantly misjudge the situation, because in this case, Sir John Harrington is going for more Gurkhas. Yeah, he probably would have been off for the Flampanzer 3, honestly. Or Stug D. At least he's not covered against, like, any tanksy out of the British player. Got the soldiers with the Gurkhas, Bren guns versus MP40s in the flamethrower here, and of course some of the Enfields. Closing in there, very good. Gurkhas, they are absolutely getting beaten up here. 82 versus 82. Of course, the Gurkhas are more elite, and they do get that bit of extra training.
Good job, we're patient.
Marla just hanging back map control-wise. It's pretty 50-50 here.
Flampanzer 3 is reporting.
We do get the Flampanzer 3 out here. As the name suggests, it is a flamethrower tank based off the Panzer 3. And while it wouldn't be like see a lot of production, the gun itself would actually continue service where we used on the flamethrower half tracks. As we know from CoH1 and CoH2, they would use the exact same flamethrowers mounted on the Flampanzer 3. Fun fact. Another fun fact is actually some of the very first flamethrower tanks were actually just Panzer 1s, which had 2 machine guns, and they just replaced one of the machine guns with a flamethrower like the one the Panzer Pioneers use. Almost got the Gurkhas. We've got the 6-pounder gun, we've got the other stuff. We do get a dive bomb to support all of this. Gold. Yeah, things are getting a bit awkward here, but there we go. Use the smoke here. Panzer bringing as well here. Really kinda wild fighting here. Dive bombs, smokes, Flampanzers diving in here. Need unflammable tank grenades. There goes snares off right from the 6-pounder gun, and that cost him the flamethrower tank. That was definitely a bad call there, I think, by Alpenwell. Again, he wants to like just finish this match as fast as possible. I think that's caused him to like, you know, make these decisions, just looking to like, you know, deliver that one crushing blow. But at this point, Sir John Harrington, you know, I think kind of seen through here Alpenwell in that sense, and he's exploiting, you know, Alpenwell's society has closed the match out now. Deliver that finishing blow to like bait him into like some unfavorable engagements. And there you got another Achtrad. And I think a Stug D would make more sense than the Achtrad at this point, even taking out for Panzer 3s. As for Sir John Harrington, we finally got some medics on the way there. Gurkhas on the move here. Smoke grenade, I think, be a good idea for the assault grenadiers. That either force the Gurkhas to like not engage, get close, and there we go. Thumbs up.
Territory isolated. Our resources are stranded.
But also good move here, hitting off the cutoff point, denying here Alpenwell access to the southern half of his holdings. Another Achtrad out there. On the point, this is for the Panzer Pioniere. Bring out the Panzer Jägers, the Achtrad moving in there, catching the sections out in the open. Straight here for the fuel point. They got Vetched free on them, but they exposed out in the open again versus Gurkhas with Bren guns, and they're already low and healthy. Well, I get one to grab the point without a smoke grenade. This is going to be exceedingly risky and expensive here for Alpenwell. I think not a great move there. Takes risk at this point getting them white, which would be a massive mistake here. Achtrad here catching the 6-pounder gun there. Calling in a dive bomb again. Got it, but in this case, though, Sir John Harrington, I think, can easily recruit here before Alpenwell has a chance to like really destroy it. Plus, again, the anti-tank will have to make it hard for him to like keep troops off it for long enough. Needs to withdraw here, good. Use a smoke. Troops enforcing, maybe get some healing here. Still need to fix that, honestly. The ambulance, I think, would also be an idea, but really, he should be considering Stugs soon. Company command posted briefly considered here by the British player, but instead ends up going for a third Gurkha section. Definitely not something you see too often of, despite, you know, being pretty good. Most British players at this stage do prefer to get in some armor instead of just relying so heavily on the Gurkhas. And we got Alpenwell with another Achtrad. Fixing up the first one here. Still not fixing up the half-track driver and the guy there in the back there's just going like, when are we gonna get fixes for this? Panzer Pioneer there, very bad position. State quickly forced away there by the Gurkhas. Capturing that cutoff point, being forced the Panzer Jägers, both equipped with the MD-34 machine gun. After getting the Gurkhas, more Gurkhas setting up here, and that's a really bad position for the infantry. 2 Gurkha sections, both for training, 1 battery 2, and of course light machine guns is going to be a death sentence for any infantry. Got another artillery coming up, we got the 6-pounder gun here. Not a lot of support for them. Victory points wise, so John Harrington now building up a lead here over Alpenwell.
Our enemy has the upper hand. We have 300 points.
Marder moving up, Gurkhas there being forced to vacate the premises before the premises collapse on them. Good shot from the Arctic there. Back here reinforcements. Not much out of the Alpenwell yet. I suppose we get planning a command tank. And there we go. So John Harrington's second attempt at the company command post. But yeah, he's got much more infantry. And again, 3 of them are Gurkha sections with Bren guns.
Command panzer available.
There we go. Command tank for Alpenwell. Grabbing that southern fuel point back for Das Vaterland. Got the anti-tank section moving up here. Another Achtrad here for Alpenwell. Another Achtrad.
We have only 250 points remaining.
It's not like they're bad, but again, the way he insists on using them does make me question whether that is, again, the smart move here by Alpenwell. Swinging south for T, catch the Gurkhas out in the open. At least not use them like, you know, assault guns or tanks here, but actually use them like armoured cars. Definitely an improvement here for Alpenwell's chance of keeping them alive for, you know, a prolonged period of time. Meanwhile, up north here, we got a bigger push here for the fuel point. Right outside here, Alpenwell's base, of course. This could actually turn against him, because right now here, he's actually diving into the base, but he could also like swing up behind him here. And we actually now got perimeter monitors, smoke the points out the base to make it hard for the Arctic to hit them there. So raining off death here. We've got the fuel in neutral. Arctic's about to get knocked out. Okay, what he could do is again move up here and then get behind the 6-pounder gun and the infantry, threatening both retreating squads' path, but also get the anti-tank gun wiped out. That would be huge here for Alpenwell. Meanwhile, Grant's on the way there for John Harrington. It's the kind of hit he's going to go for. Got a dive bomb in again. Knocking out a building, but crucially, no British force. And again, flank here could have been much better. I think, like instead of, like, you know, going up behind here, like taking this path, he ends up, like, just going up here, which is going to be, like, right in front of the guns. Like, obviously, at the dive bombs, but I don't think he would have needed them if he just, like, pulled off a proper flank, which, again, could have threatened a wipe here. But also got him the anti-tank instead. He ends up, again, like, just driving straight into all the guns here. Got a wipe, though, but he can't, not much high risk of losing his Akrat here. Whereas again, I think the other way around, he would have much less risk here. Still, does work out for him. He gets both anti-tank sections wiped and the anti-tank gun, so maybe it wasn't all bad here, obviously. But again, I still think it could have been a bit more smooth and efficient. We got another Mard out here for Alpenwell here. Panzer is wiped, and now it's John Harrington. All his infantry is straight up Gurkhas, and he's now going for the M3 Grant medium tank here. Marders, of course, not getting so much use against the Gurkhas, but they will be fairly handy versus the M3 Grants. Mars moving forwards, Panzer Pioneer, Panzer X move here. Alpenwell definitely also a bit on the short end there in terms of infantry. Got those Sturmgrenadier moving in with the MP40s and a flamethrower. These are fixed up. And of course, later there will be the actual Sturmgrenadier Division, the 78th, which will service on the Eastern Front. And I believe, like, later assault rifle units in the Volksgrenadier divisions and the Hands Brigades were also known as Assault Grenadiers or Sturmgrenadier. So fun fact there. But anyways, Command Tank hier ab für Alpenwell. Der Befehlspanzerkampfwagen 4, Ausführung F1. And 3 Grant ready here. Tally ho, chaps. Point me to the nearest tea kettle and bin of biscuits. Then we'll take on those Jerrys.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Gurkhas moving up. We got 372% 92.
Repairs completed. Location secured. Holding.
Proximity alarm near our victory point. Resources are ours.
There's only a bit of disparity in numbers, though again, there's only a bit of difference in quality, though. Bit of a difference. Grant there hanging back. He's probably just going to go for another Grant first. And otherwise, he's just like, grabbing points, focusing on the victory points where he has to lead. Just trying to, keep here. Alpenwell in check. There go Command Tank Armor Castle engaging the Gurkhas. A heavy cover position. They immediately bombard, but there go quick smoke grenade here. So the Gurkhas can avoid getting absolutely blasted into oblivion before retreating. But there you go. Jump pursuit is in there. We got the Grant holds withdrawing again. He's clearly biding his time there. Not committing the ground unless absolutely necessary until he's got more numbers. Panzerjägers, Panzerpionier occupying the center. And there you go, Grant there forced to engage here. A firing shot into the arc there was pushed in too heavily and aggressively. Got smoke down here, but not enough to cover against the Grant's 2 guns. Heading up further north to get the assault cruiser from the northern field point. Another Grant on the way there, almost done. Meanwhile, Alpenwell definitely needs to be applying a bit more pressure here. He could take up. He could go for these. He go for, a lot of things. We got bikes instead. I mean, obviously, it kind of makes sense in grabbing points, but I do think, again, something to do with the Grants would be more useful. And there you go. Grant's going. Martyrs, definitely, for some reason, the ones at the front line when they should have been the armored car, the command tank at the very least, the infantry. Definitely a tactical mistake here by Alpenwell. Panzerjäger supporting could use their tear gas rounds here. Dive bomb there, complete whiff here. Command tank flying to the rear of the Grant. Martyrs again on the way for Alpenwell. Got the bike up. That's obviously going to be very useless against all these Grants. Troops being pushed off here. Southern points being seized. Almost got the Grant here. Close one. Martyr 1 foot away down here for Alpenwell. And I got a 3rd Grant here, Force of John Harrington and the British Empire. Southern points being seized here.
The territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
Repairs completed.
Alpenwell getting a bit salty there, unfortunately.
Destroyer standing by.
Marder 3 has arrived.
The Arctart, 250 still not being repaired.
That'll get you back into the race. We've done what we can.
Ugh, that's getting a bit ugly. Mountain the injury repairs, Arctart's hanging back. Wish some way could disable the chat, but sadly that has never been an option so far.
Territory sector out of contact.
And who's up the command tank there? Grant roaming about there. That triple Grant is definitely going to be a tough thing here to deal with for Alpenwell, in particular with his current force composition. He's got plenty of infantry kills, obviously, but armor-wise and vehicle-wise, he's definitely falling behind Sir John Harrington here quite actively. Got another Marder on the way there. Actually being assailed by the Gurkhas. Command tank not going for the Gurkhas. Quick artillery strike called in there. Another Marder almost done. Right, moving to the north here.
The Marder 3 has entered the field.
Another Marder 3 ready.
Commandant, the enemy holds all victory points.
Right, so they're being repaired. Alpha slowly pushing forwards. We do get armor training here for John Harrington's grants, which of course makes a lot of sense. If you're going for a lot of tanks, you want training. Gurkhas moves into the Panzer Pioneer, Panzer Jaegers. Up north, they back slowly proving forwards. Armoured training right about down here. Gurkhas now taking the full brunt here of German firepower in the centre here. Armoured cars, Panzer Pioneer, command tanks, Panzer Jaegers unleashing hell in Gurkhas. Of course, finding he is safe behind the rock. But ultimately, I will come with a flamethrower here. Southern points, we're seeing some slow progress as well for Alpenwell.
Our fuel point is being neutralized by the enemy. Confirmed. We have
100 points
100
left.
points remaining.
Northern fuel point, they're falling into the British Empire. Fix up the M3. Got another marder here for Alpenwell.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Assault grenadiers here.
Guardschütze needs orders. We await order.
Salvaging here the marder for a bit extra fuel. Smart move there by Alpenwell. Required here, as of course Sir John Harrington needs to repair up his Grant tanks, maybe setting up for more. And probably also trying to figure out what's going on here with his opponent.
Marder tank destroyer standing by.
There you go, third marder out here for Alpenwell. Southern points them seems to the assault grenadiers. We've got 345s, 84. North here, Gurkhas moving in, Panzer Pioneer being forced to withdraw here, Panzer Jaegers holding the line, but not really meant to hold the line with just a 4-man squad with anti-tank rather than men machine gun. Not really line infantry material. Gurkhas moving in, Arctic though definitely able to support. Grants moving from one side, other grants are slowly moving forward to the other one here up north has been gone. We got a 4th grant here, force of John Harrington. Marders are on deal with the grant here as it moves in. Triple Pack 36 Armstead mounting Czechoslovakian tank chassis, knocks out one of the grants here. Great kill here for Alpenwell, leaving one of those British-American tanks burning in the desert. Gurkhas pushing for that southern victory point here, 3rd grant halfway done.
Our victory point is being
More
neutralized
Panzer Pioneer for Alpenwell, of course he does need more repairs for his entire fleet of vehicles. Moving forwards here. Oh, mindset off there.
Enemy forces have
Good timing there
captured the
for
victory point.
Alpenwell. We also got the command bonus there for the armoured car with its return ability to boost the Marders. Grants moving forwards again here.
Panzer Pioneers available.
Fresh Panzer Pioneer up. Gurkhas moving forwards here across the scorching hot sun there on the road. Arctar's command tank opening up there, ripping through the advancing Gurkhas. Meanwhile, Grant tank from the other side getting spotted here at the Marders. Heavy fire there going off. Lead Grant here taking A5. We get airburst shells here to hit through the light vehicles. First Marder down, airburst shells ripping through the open top vehicles. We got the veterans, one of those popped here. Gurkhas moving up. Another Marder down. 3rd Grant charging in there. Vecchi 2 Arctarch down here. Alpenwell's forces are taking staggering losses. The entire armoured fleet here is exploding here. Almost got another Arctarch here. And with this, it's just going just one single Panzer to another dive bomb here, which completely whiffs.
The victory point is being taken from us. Territory secured. All quiet.
At the northern point here.
Enemy forces.
Gurkha section wiped out.
Victory point lost. A unit has died.
Arctarch kaput. At this point, Alpenwell seems very much toast. But he seems to keep finding here. Panzer Pioneer also got another Marder on the way here.
Territory locked down. Panzerjäger
Wipe the
infantry
Panzerjägers, and that means
defeated.
he's got no.
Our final 50 points. Hang by us, Red.
Units left.
We are losing grasp of a victory point. Our light support company has
Pushing
been
forward here, we got
taken.
46 to 327. Got that 250 after finally here.
The Marder 3 has entered the field.
Another Marder 3 ready. Could open up the flank here with the Grant.
Panzer Pioneers reported killed.
Gurkhas with the assault grenadiers. Soldiers getting absolutely ripped apart here.
Enemy forces hold all victory points.
Yeah, this
from
one
us.
is just pretty much GG here. Game over. Brutal back and forth battle. Alpenwell, they're definitely getting tilted and making a series of questionable decisions, like again, like leaving his martyrs there out, like, you know, to show and easily be engaged head on, not being able to use the line of sight or range effects, because again, they don't have a lot of great line of sight, so you can't need to screen them, so they can use the range effectively. But again, like, he just didn't have that. For example, there's like a mines, he just dive bombed when there wasn't really much of a need for it. And again, at times he uses actors like, you know, tanks or assault guns when they should be using actual tanks or assault guns. There's definitely like a lot of questionable decisions here from Alpenwell, which end up benefiting Sir John Harrington. And I think had he just played a more solid game, I think Alpenwell could have won this quite well. Like several times, you know, he had his opponent, like, you know, in a very dominating position, but then he just, you know, got thrown off there in part because, again, you know, his British opponent is just a very naturally aggressive player, always looks for an opening, and Alpenwell just seemed to struggle with that, and again, kind of sort of made some mistakes that just sort of slowly spiraled out of control. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match and learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell friends, tell the family, and as always, you can support the Propagandacaster by donating on Patreon. This is Infantry. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.